Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. It's been a day or two since I've posted, but we're out here in our bean fields. We are currently thinking about killing these beans here before too long. These bean fields are in a rice paddy, so traditionally the beans that are in this field's normally rice. So where I'm standing right here right now, there's normally like a foot, 2 foot of water. But we planted them to beans because we had too much red rice. And you might ask, what's red rice, Cael? Well, red rice is like rice, but it's worse than rice. Like actual rice, it's like 10 times worse. And we had a lot of red rice, so me and Dad were like, okay, we can't plant rice here, so let's plant beans here. And by the look of the beans, they're gonna need to die. We're gonna have to kill them. But just by looking at these beans, I'm gonna take a wild guess on these pods here. But that right there is a bean, and that is a big sucker. So I think here in the next couple days, we're gonna be spraying to kill these beans, because if you look out in there, you see all the yellow. Yeah, they're already dying. So that's not really what you want. And here's some rice that tried growing back. Rice does not have a very good root base. There's some rice. But that's currently what's going on the farm today. We got a lot of the cotton picked, and then I sent the picker guys home for a couple days just because, you know, we'll go to that. You know, it's funny. This is a bean field, okay? I was just trying to explain something. And I look over here. There is freaking cotton in our bean field. Hopefully there's no alligators out here either. But there is legit cotton in a bean field. It starts right over there, and it's 2 rows all the way to here. Now that is mind-blowing. But this cotton wouldn't have made anything, and actually I'm gonna send Dad a picture of this and make fun of him. But yeah, there's cotton, I guess, in our bean field now. Well, there's always something good to look forward towards. But towards Dad's idea of growing cotton in the rice paddies, I say negative, Ghost Rider. But these beans are currently about to die, and then we have beans over there, beans over here, and I have a drone. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you guys all of the beans. Hey, I found you guys. So now you have seen a little bit of flail mowing. You have seen the bean fields, and I like to clarify in the bean fields, the skips out there are not skips. The fields were planted, but the planter we used had a little issues, and it wasn't getting the seeds in the ground as needed. Because as you can see next to the rows, there's fully standing rows of beans. But those are all of our bean fields and all of our rice paddies. And now we're at a cotton field that we gotta go look at because, let's see, I think today's Sunday, Saturday, one of the 2 days. But this cotton field right here that we're actually pulling into right now, I should have went down to the other drive. But this cotton field right here is the cotton field we're gonna start picking on Tuesday. And you might be thinking, by looking at it here one sec, you know, I'm gonna go to the other end of this. But you might think by looking at this cotton field, you'll say, Cael, that cotton could have got picked the last time the pickers were here. Yes, I understand what you're trying to say and everything, but the only problem with that is there was still a lot of green bolls left on this cotton. And if you have green bolls, that equals no money. So we ended up waiting, and we had a couple good days that were nice and hot, and this end doesn't look the best, but it is what it is. But we had a couple good days, and a lot of those green bolls opened up. Now we got beautiful plants. And another thing that we were trying to go for is to get some of this cotton here, kind of like this piece right here. It's starting to fall out. So we were trying to get some of this cotton here to fall out, which, yes, there still is green bolls in this field. Like right here, this one has 2 green bolls. And I think there was one over here that I saw somewhere. But my point is, this field still had a lot of green bolls, and we've already sprayed the chemicals to open the bolls, and it didn't really open it to the max. Hey, look at that. That's a tall cotton plant. Found me a buddy. But yeah, he overgrew. You don't want cotton like that. That's too tall. But we waited. We had some hot days. The bolls opened up, and then this cotton field, which this end is a more poor end due to it doesn't want to drain the water off of it, even though it's on beds in the center of the rows where the water's supposed to drain through. This did not drain, which that is okay. It's perfectly fine. We had great showers and everything like that, and all the water was perfect, and then we went through a dry spell, and then our cotton looked like this. It's not terrible, because then if you go over here, right, cotton, once you get out in it a ways, looks 10 times better than that other cotton. Well, this cotton is better than that cotton, and then we have fields that are better than this cotton, and so on and so forth. That's just how farming goes. You have fields that look like crap, and then you have fields that look good. And this is one of them fields that look good. And this end is one of those fields that don't look good. But enough of me jib-jabbering about farming and all that stuff, because we still got a lot of videos and a lot of things to learn. I think we should just go back up to the shop and then get in the 8320 and do some ripping, because I'm already tired of driving, and auto steer sounds really fun right now. So we're gonna go back up to the shop and do some ripping, and I'll meet you guys up there. Hey, this 8320 straight piped. Ooh-wee. Well, we made it to the 8320. I turned the AC off and let it get cold first. But we made it to 8320. We got this Case 2500 Eco-Till 7-shank ripper on the back of the 8320. And why are you beeping? Please don't beep. I said no. No beeping, please. Is it just me, or whenever you guys get in a tractor and you start it, and it just instantly starts beeping, you look down here to make sure it's still got an engine, or a transmission, or it's not overheating even though you just started it. Like this one, I understand. Give it a couple seconds, it's gonna start. This one, you start the tractor and it just beep, beep, beep all day long. It really, really makes me mad half the time. But, look at that, we're ripping. Got the ripper in the ground, making some lines. And you might be asking, Cael, how far down on this ripper are you going? We are going about 14 to 10 inches in places. And that sounds a big, 4 inches is a big gap. Yes, it is, but the hard pan in this field, say all the way down here, is a lot shallower than the hard pan over there in that field. It makes sense because I'm just hopping over the road and going to that field, and the hard pan's deeper over there than over here, which kind of makes sense to me. But we are running like 4.2 mile an hour, so you guys can see how this is an all-day project, and it's definitely an all-day project. But I'm gonna do some ripping for a while, and then once I get out to take a break, I'll show off the ripper and everything like that. Couldn't even make like 13 passes without this thing getting plugged. This is all cotton stalks and roots and crap like that. You gotta get out every now and then and toss those off. Dang, I picked up quite a bit of that. See, if you leave them on there, they'll ball up, and then see how this trench right here is deeper? Yeah, it makes the field look like that. And then this is a pass I just ripped. You can barely even tell I just did this one. You come over to this one, you can tell I did it just by the color of the saw. But here's the case ripper. It's got cutting blades up front, big old point, tooth, whatever you want to call them. Right there, we're running depth-wise about right there. Has wings. This one comes up. Pretty nice little solid unit. If it was up to me, I'd buy another one. I really enjoy how it pulls and everything like that. But, you know, for the price that one cost, well, cost new, we didn't, yeah, for what the price this ripper cost new, I would definitely not buy one, but we got a really good deal on this one at an auction, and we paid like a lot less than it's worth. But that's my personal preference on it. But yeah, we're digging and pulling hard. But that's all for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Sorry if I was boring. I'm still waiting on making some good videos. Look at that. She's pulling hard. But make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And hopefully during the weekdays I'll be making some more videos while the pickers are here and we're picking cotton, and I'll explain some of that stuff to you. Because I won't be ripping for much longer. I think we're gonna start picking on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. So when the pickers fire back up, I will be back. Yours truly. And thank you so much for watching my videos. And stay tuned for more.